Have you ever stepped out of the shower and still felt like something wasn't quite right? Maybe it isn't just a feeling. Doctors are noticing that some bathroom routines we learned long ago, the small rituals we trusted for decades, can quietly make older women smell different as their bodies change. And what you're about to hear may surprise you. These are often the little things we assume are helping, when in truth they can make matters worse over time. Today I'll walk you through 8 everyday bathroom habits that might be changing your natural scent, and most importantly, I'll share gentle, science-backed fixes so you can feel cleaner, more comfortable, and more confident in your skin. But first, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching this from, and what time of day is it where you are? Drop your answer in the comments below. I really look forward to reading them. If you find this video useful, please press subscribe. If not, at least tap like. Either one helps our little community grow. Stay with me. The first habit may catch you off guard. Why this happens? As we move into our 60s and beyond, our bodies send quieter signals that are easy to miss unless we slow down and listen. One of the earliest changes starts with the skin. It becomes thinner, more delicate, and less able to hold on to the natural oils that used to protect and refresh it. Sweat glands don't behave quite the same way they once did, and even the freshest shower can't fully erase subtle shifts in how our bodies produce and hold scent. For women, the years after menopause bring additional changes. Hormone shifts affect moisture levels and the balance of natural bacteria, which can alter the way sweat and skin oils smell. This isn't a sign of being unclean. It's simply the body adapting to a new stage of life. The process that removes dead skin cells also slows down, so tiny amounts of buildup can linger and gradually affect how fresh things feel day after day. Picture a familiar scene. A retired librarian smooths the towel she just took from the dryer and notices the cotton doesn't smell as crisp as it did a decade ago. Or imagine a neighbor coming home from her morning walk, puzzled that her clothes still carry the scent of yesterday's errands. These are not signs of neglect. They're quiet reminders of how our bodies evolve. Understanding this helps ease shame and frustration. With small adjustments, like switching to fragrance-free moisturizers, choosing breathable fabrics, or gently exfoliating once a week, you can restore comfort and confidence without harsh routines. So if you've ever worried that something felt off, know this: you are not alone, and you are not powerless. Aging doesn't steal dignity. It asks us to listen more closely and respond with kinder care. Habit 1. Using too much soap in sensitive areas. Eleanor, a 74-year-old retired schoolteacher from Georgia, grew up with the same idea many of us did. Cleanliness equals self-respect. Her bathroom was lined with floral washes, scented feminine wipes, and powder she picked up on sale. She used them faithfully, convinced the more she scrubbed, the fresher she'd feel. But over time, Eleanor noticed dryness, a persistent itch she couldn't explain, and an odor that lingered no matter how often she bathed. Doctors say stories like Eleanor's are far more common than people realize. The skin around intimate areas is the thinnest and most delicate on the body and has its own protective balance. Inside the body, friendly bacteria and natural pH help keep things healthy without fragrances or harsh detergents. When strong soaps, scented wipes, or sprays are used regularly, they strip away those natural defenses. Instead of feeling fresher, the skin becomes irritated, more prone to infection, and, paradoxically, odors can become stronger. For older women, this can feel confusing and humiliating. Many quietly blame themselves or avoid social events for fear someone might notice. But the reality is the body isn't failing. It's asking for gentler care. Over-cleansing isn't cleanliness. It's a misunderstanding of what mature skin needs. The fix is simpler than most ads suggest. Warm water alone often suffices for everyday comfort. If you need a cleanser, pick a mild, fragrance-free formula without harsh sulfates, and use it sparingly on the external skin only. There's no need for deep scrubbing or perfumed products. Let your body keep its natural rhythm. It supports long-term health and reduces irritation. Picture Eleanor now. She keeps a single unscented, gentle wash by the sink, uses it only when necessary, and otherwise relies on warm water. She stopped buying dozens of solutions and started trusting her body's instincts again. The relief she feels isn't from masking anything. It's from caring thoughtfully. Sometimes doing less is the kindest choice we can make. A gentler routine restores comfort, prevents needless problems, and reminds us that aging asks for smarter, not harsher, habits. So if you've been scrubbing harder or layering scents, consider stepping back. Your body may repay you with a calm, natural freshness no perfume can match. Habit 2. Reusing bath towels. Many women raised in frugal households were taught to stretch a towel for days. That logic made sense back when washing machines were a luxury. You just used it after a shower. How dirty can it be? But science tells a different story. A damp towel left bunched on a hook in a warm bathroom becomes a cozy home for bacteria, mildew, and mold. The towel's fibers trap moisture and allow tiny organisms to multiply. The next time you wrap that towel around yourself, you may be pressing those invisible passengers against your skin. Over time, a faint mustiness can set in that stays even after another shower, making you feel less fresh. Some seniors notice more dry patches or irritation that won't heal. Others find the house no longer smells as clean as it looks. Most often, the towel on the rack is the quiet culprit. The good news? This is easy to fix. Change towels after 2 or 3 uses, even if they look clean. Hang them spread out on a bar instead of bunched on a hook so air can circulate and they dry fully. On sunny days, a quick afternoon outside will refresh them, and on rainy days, a short stint in the dryer works just as well. Imagine Marion now. She steps out of the shower and reaches for a towel that smells bright and fresh, not faintly of mildew. That simple swap makes the bathroom feel lighter, her skin less itchy, and mornings more pleasant. Choosing to launder towels a bit more often isn't wasteful. It's a gentle act of self-respect. Habit 3. Neglecting foot care. For years, Beatrice told herself the same thing. No one looks at my feet. She kept her hair curled, her blouses pressed, and a dab of perfume behind her ear, but her feet rarely saw more than a quick rinse. Feet carry our whole life's weight and spend most of their time inside shoes and socks where sweat builds up and skin sheds more slowly with age. That combination invites fungi and bacteria. What starts as a small sour smell or a tiny crack in the heel can grow into constant irritation, itching between toes, or infections that sneak up on you when mobility is already precious. The emotional toll is real. Some older women feel embarrassed to remove shoes in front of others or shy away from sitting on the floor with grandchildren. The good news is that regular, simple care makes a huge difference. Wash feet thoroughly with warm water and mild soap during every shower. Dry carefully between each toe to remove lingering moisture. Once a week, gently use a pumice stone or foot file to remove thick, dead skin. For those wearing closed shoes often, an antifungal foot powder can keep things drier and fresher. Rotate shoes and let them air out between wears so odors don't build. Picture Beatrice now. Her feet are smooth, comfortable, and ready for a morning stroll without any worry about unwanted smells. The change didn't come from expensive treatments. It came from attention and respect. Habit 4. Flushing the toilet without closing the lid. June always kept her bathroom neat. Fresh flowers on the counter, folded towels on the shelf, and a scented spray to finish. Flushing with the lid open seemed harmless, just routine. But scientists call the tiny spray that rises from a flushing toilet a toilet plume. When water rushes down, microscopic droplets can be pushed upward and drift across the room, landing on surfaces up to several feet away. Those droplets carry bacteria and whatever else the bowl holds. They can settle on nearby towels, toothbrush holders, or soap dishes. Over time, that microscopic fallout can contribute to odors and in some cases increase the chance of mild stomach bugs or skin irritation. The simple protection here is to close the lid before flushing, a quick, 1-second habit that greatly reduces the spread. Keep toothbrushes in a cupboard or covered, and store towels away from the toilet if possible. Picture June. She closes the lid without thinking twice and notices her towels stay fresher longer and the bathroom overall feels cleaner. It's a tiny change with a surprisingly comforting payoff. Habit 5. Sleeping in the same underwear all night. Ruth loved her evening routine. A cup of chamomile, a favorite cozy sweater, and slipping into the same underwear she'd worn all day because I barely left the house. It seems practical, but even while resting, the body continues to release oils, light sweat, and skin cells. Wearing the same undergarments overnight traps moisture and debris against delicate skin. For older women, that trapped mix can lead to irritation, redness, or even fungal or bacterial growth. The result could be a lingering odor in the morning, uncomfortable itching, or sleep disturbed by irritation. This isn't about poor hygiene. It's about giving the skin the chance to breathe. The solution is liberating. Change into clean cotton underwear before bed, or choose loose pajama bottoms or a nightgown that allows airflow. Some women even sleep without underwear and find their skin feels lighter and they sleep deeper. Imagine Ruth waking up feeling fresh and unbothered, ready to greet the day. That small act of swapping undergarments before bed is less than a minute of effort and a big step toward comfort and dignity. Habit 6. Forgetting the bathroom trash bin. Claire took pride in a sparkling home. Her countertops shone and the mirror gleamed, yet every so often a faint, sour smell would creep in. She cleaned countertops, lit a candle, even opened the window, but the odor lingered. The culprit was a small thing, the bathroom trash bin. Even when it's not overflowing, a clothesbin collects used tissues, damp cotton pads, and discarded hygiene items. Those damp, organic bits create a warm, dark environment where bacteria and mold can grow quietly. Over time, that hidden growth emits an odor that undermines all the visible cleanliness in the room. Fixing this is straightforward. Empty the bathroom trash every other day, even if it looks only half full. Wipe the bin weekly with a vinegar solution or sprinkle baking soda inside to neutralize smells. A liner and a cotton ball with a drop of essential oil at the bottom can help the bin stay pleasantly neutral. Picture Claire now. The room smells clean, fresh, and she feels proud to invite a friend over without worrying about a hidden scent. Habit 7. Washing bathrobes too infrequently. Miriam cherished her robe, soft, warm, and comforting after a shower. She'd tell herself, "I only wear it when I'm clean, so surely it didn't need washing every week." But even a freshly clean body leaves behind moisture, oils, and tiny flakes of skin. A damp robe that hangs in a poorly ventilated bathroom becomes a sponge for bacteria and mildew. After a while, it carries a musty smell that clings to you and undermines the clean feeling a shower should give. The fix is simple and not demanding. Wash bathrobes once a week, hang them wide so air circulates, and on sunny days let them bask outdoors for a while. That little ritual returns the light, airy scent we remember from line-dried laundry. Imagine Miriam slipping into a robe that smells bright and fresh rather than faintly of yesterday's steam. It lifts her mood and makes mornings feel cozier. A bit more attention to washing keeps comfort and health hand in hand. Habit 8. Not rinsing underarms after shaving. Nancy always thought smooth underarms were the secret to staying fresh. She'd shave and immediately apply deodorant, assuming that it finished the job. But shaving doesn't just remove hair. It lifts dead skin cells and stirs up sweat residues, old deodorant traces, and surface bacteria. If you don't rinse the area well afterward, that debris sits against newly exposed skin and can clog pores, cause irritation, and leave a persistent odor. For older women, this can be particularly frustrating. You put in the effort and still don't get the lasting freshness you expected. The real issue isn't age, it's a missing step. After shaving, rinse thoroughly with warm water to wash away. Loosen skin and residue. Use a soft washcloth to gently wipe the area. No harsh rubbing. Then pat dry with a clean towel. Give the skin a moment to settle before applying deodorant. Picture Nancy now. By taking that extra minute, she enjoys freshness that lasts into the afternoon, and she no longer blames aging for a problem that had a simple, practical solution. Every small habit we've talked about, from how often we wash a towel to whether we rinse after shaving, shapes how comfortable and confident we feel each day. These aren't dramatic overhauls or expensive routines. They're quiet corrections that protect dignity and restore ease. The main truth is this: your body is not failing. It is changing, and it responds beautifully when treated with gentle, sensible care. A soft touch, a clean towel, or a minute of extra rinsing can be the difference between nagging unease and real comfort. Picture a peaceful morning. You step onto the porch with a warm cup of coffee, the sun lifting over the yard, and you breathe in clean air with a lighter spirit. The small choices you make in the bathroom ripple through your day. If this video touched you or rang true, please let me know by commenting the number 1 below. I truly want to hear from you. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and share this with a friend who might appreciate it. Above all, remember this: you are not alone, and you are doing wonderfully. Aging doesn't take away your strength. It simply asks you to care for yourself with the same kindness and wisdom you've always shown others.